Nithyananda, my name is Shri Nithya Sarvarupananda. Today I am going to speak about recent movies which I came across. So with me today is Ma Chitambara. Ma, please introduce yourself.
Yes, Nithyananda. My name is Nithya Chidambarananda. So I'm a Bautika Brahmacharini that's been living here in Bengaluru Adinam for the past 1 year. And I've come here from Melbourne, Australia.
So Ma, I came across a movie and it's named Sexy Durga. So I don't feel even comfortable, mentioning it casually, but since I've done it, can you tell me how you feel about the title itself?
Actually, see, I've come from a Christian background. So I know from experience and I know from, living in a prominently Christian country, how much of an uproar something like this would create in the masses in the Western world. So I want to share, okay, let's say we have some kind of a name that's suggestive of Jesus, suggestive of Christianity, suggestive of Islam. Christians will not stand for it. Muslims will not stand for it. But somehow there's some kind of a, what's the word I want to use? There's some kind of Hindus are portrayed as being meek, but what is it in people that gives them that? They're so brave to create these names when it comes to putting down Hinduism. There's some kind of a bravery in doing that. You know what I mean? They feel comfortable in doing that.
So basically, how did they even have the audacity of doing it?
Correct. How do they have the audacity? How do they have that feeling that they can get away with something like that?
That's right. I think somehow Hindus like to brand themselves as very liberal. They like to brand themselves as if they don't care and they are not affected by such things. So they have to be politically correct and secular. The word is secular here. Okay, it's just secularism means that the state does not favor any religion, which is perfectly fine. But secularism means you stretch the argument to the extreme that you don't even stand up for what your tradition, your religion, nothing.
And this is what I feel so passionate about. This is part of why I felt like, see, I could have continued this life of brahmacharya in Australia, but Westerners, I feel, need to come into this country and stand up for Hinduism. Because Hindus aren't doing it. I mean, the Indians here...
That's really like a shocking thing for me to hear, because I'm just surprised how the Westerners, or I should say, actually Australia is not in the West, technically.
Well, it kind of is.
Yeah, but it's like a Western culture. So it's shocking to see that Westerners, they want to come in India and tell Hindus, no, it's not okay.
Yeah.
And actually Hindus need to hear this from others to come to, oh, okay, I'm supposed to feel bad about it, I see. And sorry, I think we should have told this earlier for our viewers, for the benefit of our viewers. Durga is a deity, a chief feminine deity, a ferocious form of Devi who, destroyed a Asura, a demon. So, and she's very much respected, especially in West Bengal and that part of India. And I'll tell you, there's one more movie they made, Bodyscapes, and it shows the cover picture of the movie. It shows Hanuman and carrying some cheap literature. What do you call them? Like pornographic novels. He's carrying them instead of the Parvat, the mountain with which all the medicines were there. He was carrying it to save, But instead of that mountain, they replaced it with a stack of books which contained some pornographic novels, and there's a complete. It's not trivial at all. This was direct abuse. That movie was a direct abuse, and a good thing that it got banned in India. But if you look at the news channels, they would be portraying it as if, oh my God, there's such kind of dictatorship. And Hindus are going fanatic and this and that, and they are suppressing freedom of speech. Do you think it is freedom of speech?
That's crazy. See, Durga, we can say in Christianity we have like the Virgin Mary. She's the most akin to that. There is no way anyone would be able to get away with portraying her in any negative light. That much is clear. There would be virtually World War III
Oh my God.
about that. No, seriously, I'm telling you. And I just think it's a shame. See, this beautiful, rich tradition, this beautiful heritage that you guys have here, this Vedic civilization, which has transformed my life. I was living in the West. I was living this free life, freedom of speech, do what you want as you want. I was depressed. I was anxious. I was suicidal. Tell me, is that freedom? You tell me, is that living the best possible life? So now I've tasted freedom, which has come from this land. I've tasted this beautiful, this culture, and of course I'm going to stand for it.
So what caused the transformation? Did you come here and you were in some program with Swamiji?
Yeah, yes. So I found Swamiji on YouTube. I started watching him just at home. I got addicted. I was watching one satsang after another satsang, and I was having these clicks, and I was understanding more and more about myself, and it was healing me tremendously. And then I decided, no, I have to see him in person. If I'm getting this much value just from, YouTube videos, then what will happen when I actually meet him? And I have to pay my respects, and I have to offer my gratitude for how much he's helped me just through these videos, right, from like 2008, 2009. So then I came and I attended Inner Awakening program, which is a 21-day program, now 23-day program. And yeah.
And I think Mahasadashivam is 25-day program.
Yeah, 25 days, yes.
So this is also expanding.
Yes. Swamiji keeps giving and giving.
So when was it? Which year?
2015, May 2015.
Oh,
yeah.
that's nice.
So I came back, and I went from this powerless, depressed,
Matrix.
like I said,
Yeah.
matrix living, living the free life, into this being that was all of a sudden powerful and happy and joyful. So I came back, and then funnily enough, that was in May. July, my mum went.
Oh, really?
She did her inner awakening,
Oh,
and
that's
she's
amazing.
also a sannyasi.
Wow.
I don't think you know that.
I might know her, but I don't know she's your mother,
Yeah.
biological mother.
Yeah.
So, and one more thing I would like to share with our viewers. See, if you see a pattern in this, you will find that other religions will come to India and they will convert people with money, bribing, or other things. But Hinduism, you will see people are coming themselves
Yes.
from well-to-do families, and they are really solid financial background and successful careers. Educated. What's your educational qualifications?
I was doing a Bachelor of Arts in Australia, and I was working in transport and logistics. So I was planning trucks. I had a good job, earning good money. And my mum also, she came from a background where she was, she's from Europe, but she finished all of her education, you can say. Yeah.
So it's not like she's bribed to be a Hindu, and she's enjoying it. She's celebrating it.
I'm loving
But
it.
you see, there's some kind of a guilt in Hindus. They think that there is somehow because there are so many deities, so many this, it is somehow inferior, or some kind of a complex they have, for which reason they don't stand up. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the long period of colonization,
I think so.
and also so much long period of ruling by a foreign religion. So all religions are welcome here, and this is the only place where everybody can live and coexist without any problem. But it is our responsibility to create an ambience like that, and it starts with being not okay with if somebody is violating that fundamental principle which is binding and making this land the way it is.
Correct.
If we are not standing for the values which have preserved the peace and harmony of the country, of the nation, then naturally what will happen? It will be unstable.
I couldn't agree with you more.
So I think we can wrap it up here.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, thank you so much. Nithyananda.
Nithyanandam.